Jens, great to see you in Argentina. First of all, tell us a little bit about your organisation.
Well, the World Federation of Haemophilia is an international non-for-profit organization. We have, it's a federation, so we have our members are 127 national patient organizations. And our mission is to sustain and improve care and treatment for people living with inherited bleeding disorders.
And how important are events to the sort of progress of that industry?
It's very important. Inherited bleeding disorders are basically rare diseases, and the global community comes together at our events, and really the entire global community, so healthcare professionals, industry, allied healthcare professionals, patients and their families. So as it is a rare disease, it's really important to create these platforms to bring everyone together to exchange and learn.
And what kind of meetings do you organise? What sort of scale and roughly how frequently?
Our flagship event is the WFH World Congress that's held biannually, on an international scale, about 4,500 to 6,000 delegates depending on where we go, from 125 plus countries. And it's interesting. It's a scientific congress with patient participation, so quite challenging in a lot of ways, but it's very important for the organization as a platform of learning, exchange, but also financially, because it helps us, the surplus from Congress helps us to sustain our work and expand our programs to help people all over the world.
Now, obviously, you're doing something quite innovative there with bringing in patients within the meetings community, within the haemophilia community, to obviously, make the meetings you have more effective. So, what kind of, how do you see the association meetings landscape evolving, from now on, and why?
I mean, I have a different perspective because I have been on the supplier side before, and I have transferred into the client side, and I have kind of both perspectives. I think the association meetings are going strong still. There are a lot of challenges out there, whether it's for healthcare meetings, compliance, whether it's technology. I think associations in general are getting more professional, and there's a great infrastructure out there, but certainly plenty of challenges. But I'm positive. I think we're still going strong, and I look very positively into the future.
And what for you is the key to overcoming issues like compliance?
I mean, staying constantly up to date, working with the industry, being in contact with the ministers of health, and depending on where we're going, working together and in finding solutions. I mean, the industry, for instance, they want the maximum return on investment, and which is understandable. But at the same time, in our case, they can't really afford not to be at our event, and they have to work with us to make it happen.
Are you using any sort of new technology or techniques to increase the reach of your events and make them, greater value?
Yes, we have for now 2 or 3 congresses. We offer webcasts following the event. We're thinking of introducing live streaming, particularly to reach out to national member organizations that can't afford to send any people, and to help them build their capacity in their country. So live streaming is certainly one of the elements. We use the Congress in general as a platform to develop educational materials for our community. We film panel discussions. So it's really a generator of educational material that goes far beyond the meeting itself.
Sounds great. Jens, fascinating. Thank you very much for talking to me.
You're welcome, Ian.